everybody, this is Doc again, and I'm back to share with you a couple of new acquisitions that I've made since my last post. One of those acquisitions is a new pipe that I got for Christmas. Now, I know it's technically not Christmas yet, but let me tell you what my wife and I have been doing for the past several years. We used to have this problem where we would buy each other gifts, and sometimes we'd be kind of embarrassed because one of us would spend more money or less money, and a lot of times we didn't get exactly what we wanted and we felt bad about returning the gift and such. So what we've been doing over these last few years is that we buy our own Christmas presents. Now, I know it sounds kind of strange, but really it works out good. The way we do it is we buy the Christmas present, we wrap it, and I haven't wrapped mine yet because I want to show you first. We wrap the gift, we put it under the tree, and we wait until Christmas to open it. So what you have, number one, is we decide on a budget, so we know how much we're going to spend, so we don't have to worry about that. Number two, we always get what we want because we're buying it for ourselves. And number three, there's still an element of surprise to it. That is, she doesn't know what I bought myself, and I don't know what she bought herself until we open the presents at Christmas time. So we have that element of surprise. So I tell you what, we've been doing this for a few years now, and it's worked great. All that to say is that I got myself a new pipe. This pipe is a Karl Erik pipe. It's handmade in Denmark, and it's called an extravaganza. And believe me, it is an extravaganza. I really like this pipe. I've always wanted one like this, real big handful. It's got a semi-curved stem to it, and just nice looking bird's eye of the briar. I mean, it's not a super expensive pipe, but I just really like the way this one looks, and I thought, and this is the one that I want to get for myself for Christmas. So that is my Christmas gift to myself for this year. Now the next thing I want to show you is a new humidor. Like I didn't have enough humidors, well anyway, but check this one out and you'll see why I'm so excited about this purchase. This sucker, which is incredibly heavy, is made by Vanderburgh Humidors. Eddie De Jong, up there in Canada, was part of the design team that did this thing. And you look at the glass that's on top of this. This was done by a glass artist, Daniel Castillo, from Colombia. And he's from Colombia. He actually immigrated to Canada. And he works with Eddie now, putting these glasses, different kinds of glass together for use on humidors. And this one's just incredible. Daniel has this way of putting together colors and pigments and then baking them into the glass to make these unusual, unique effects. And this is known as our 1960s retro psychedelic humidor, and it's just a fabulous piece. The coloring you see here is a dye. And dyeing, as opposed to staining, allows the colors of the dye to sink into the wood, but it doesn't disrupt the natural grains. And you can see the striped grains on this thing. This is Canadian tiger maple, which would normally be white if it's unstained or undyed. It's been dyed green, but the beautiful work can be seen here because of the dye goes in, and you can still see the wonderful grains in the tiger maple. And look at the inside when you open this thing up. Isn't that just gorgeous? Look at that thing. Wow. I was just so stoked about this particular humidor, and Eddie brought it down for the SIGCON West event that we had here last year, and he didn't sell it, and I had my eye on this, so I said, man, what are you going to take for this humidor? I mean, geez, you don't want to have to mail it back to yourself in Canada. This thing weighs a ton, probably costs you, from here to Sunday. And so he made me an offer I couldn't refuse, and I now have this humidor. And I tell you what, this is so striking. It's like the centerpiece of my collection. It's gorgeous, and it's a great humidor. Anyway, if you've never checked out Eddie's Humidors, VanderburghHumidors.com. Well, those are my two most recent acquisitions. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll check back to my YouTube channel again next time. Until then, this is a Doc. Catch you later.